Hi, I'm Don Carr, and this is the Wampler Latitude Deluxe Tremolo pedal. The Latitude is a really full-featured tremolo with a deep feature set, man. I mean, there's a lot of control on this thing. You can make any kind of tremolo sound you can possibly imagine out of it, quite frankly. It's digital processing, but it's an all analog signal path, so your guitar signal stays really true and really clean. As you heard in the intro, it's got that. You make the nice gentle sounds, or you can make the really hard stuttering sounds, and we'll just try to dig in here and give it a good listen. So today I'm playing a PRS 513 and a Fender Princeton reverb amp. I've actually turned the reverb off so you can really kind of hear more of the detail of the tremolo. Let's give this thing a listen. Here it is bypassed, by the way. And here it is engaged with the current settings. All right, let's give a quick look here. We've got a speed control. Obviously controls the rate of the tremolo. Right, really slow to really fast. But tied directly to that is a tap tempo button. So when you press in your tap tempo, it bypasses the speed control, right? Gives you the tempo that's there. Right now we've got a subdivision set for eighth notes, which is double what you're pressing, right? If you're pressing that and it's a quarter note, it's going to give you twice as fast. Right? And if you set it to quarter notes, then it gives you the tempo that you tap. Another great feature is that this light here is actually flashing at the tempo of the tremolo rate. And you can kind of preset it, like if you're bypassed, right? And then you tap in your tempo, right? Then you can watch and you can time it out with what you want to play. And speaking of bypass, it's actually a true bypass switch, so when the pedal is disengaged, your signal is completely clean. There's also a level control, which is really handy for any kind of amplitude modulation sort of pedal like this, where the volume literally goes up and down. Because when you engage the effect, a lot of times it seems like the volume actually drops. Well, this way you can compensate. You can make it louder if you want to, or set it at, roughly unity gain, which is where it's set right now, which happens to be the straight up position. Where this pedal gets really deep is in the waveform. You've got a lot of control and a lot of flexibility to alter it. As you can see, you've got three basic different shapes here. You've got a bell and a peak and a square wave, each one more severe. You've got a depth control, which works more like a standard depth control on a tremolo, but the space knob and the attack knob are kind of where it's really different. The space control provides more or less dead space between the volume bursts. A lower setting is more severe, and a higher setting is a little, there's more space in between the notes. Best way to do it is just to kind of check it out. Here we are at a lower setting, and I've actually set a square wave and a high depth setting so you can really hear the tremolo. It's a pretty severe setting. So here it is at a low space setting. Right, so it's not very clipped. And here it is at a higher setting. So you can hear as you raise it, there's more dead space, so it sounds more severe and more clipped. Okay, so let's check out the attack control and exactly what it does. I've switched to the peak setting for the waveform because in the square wave, the attack control has no effect on it. So here we are in the peak setting. Here it is straight up, the attack control. Right, and with it all the way down, you get almost a volume swell effect. And then with it all the way up, you get like a hit with a fast slope. Right, so it's a little more immediate. So there's a quick tour. Now I'm going to give you a couple of practical uses of this pedal. So there's just a few examples. You can see this thing is really tweakable, super deep. Every little knob twist makes a huge difference, so dialing in just the right sound, you can get exactly what you want out of it. And in true Wampler fashion, it's bulletproof, built great, works exactly as advertised. Very cool product. Oh yeah, so one thing I forgot to mention, any distortion tones you heard are courtesy of the Radial Tone Bone Tri-Mode. There it is, kids, the Wampler Latitude. Man, it's a nice deep pedal, lots of features, lots of fun. If you have any more questions about this or any other Wampler product, please contact your Sweetwater sales engineer. Thanks.